Good afternoon, everyone, and thank you for joining HIP Housing in their annual lunch. I'm sorry that I can't be there in person. This is one of my favorite events of the year, and normally I'm there to MC or act as an auctioneer, but unfortunately this year I'm not going to be able to join you. Believe me when I say that I really regret missing this wonderful event for this amazing organization. HIP Housing annually serves about 3,000 clients through its home sharing program, its self-sufficiency program, and through its rental properties. You know, many of us are somewhat insulated from the housing crisis in our region, but it is indeed a crisis. Recently, a property opened in South San Francisco, a new rental property, offering 109 units of affordable housing. You know what? 2,800 families applied. It's not unusual for rents of $2,500 to $4,000 per month is required for anyone trying to live in our area. As a practical matter, that means that you have to make something like $80,000 to $100,000 per year just to afford the typical rent. Now seriously, how many blue-collar workers in our region make that kind of money? How many professionals? HIP Housing offers relief to these and to many others. Recently, a senior called my office. She's living in Menlo Park, and she called to tell us that her $900 per month income isn't going to stretch anymore. She's just been notified that because of federal budget cuts, she will have to pay for future rent increases on her subsidized apartment. So what's she going to do? She can't afford a rent increase, and of course, an increase is inevitable. Most likely, she will move far away. So here's a question that each of us should ask ourselves. Do we want to become a community of only the rich? Do we want to become a community where only those with good health and a college degree can live? You know, I don't think so. And that's why we need HIP Housing. So thank you for joining my good friend Rita Moreno for this luncheon with HIP Housing. I'm certain that Rita is going to regale you with some great stories, as she has done for me many times at my lunches and dinners that we've shared together. And Rita, tell the juicy details of your affair with Marlon Brando. Your life is an extraordinary, inspiring story of a young immigrant who achieved greatness personally and professionally. And to all of you in attendance, thank you for supporting this great nonprofit, making housing opportunities a reality for thousands. In closing, I'm reminded of a portion of that famous speech made by Dr. Martin Luther King when he said, "I have a dream that one day on the red hills of Georgia, the sons of former slaves and the sons of former slave owners will be able to sit down together at the table of brotherhood." Well, ladies and gentlemen, let's all remember that we cannot sit down together at any table if we are segregated in our housing. Let's come together today through HIP and through our hearts to make a dream of Dr. King and the dream of a roof over the heads of all human beings a reality in San Mateo County. Thank you for your hearts and generous spirit of community. Thanks for sharing in the HIP Housing dream.